Hello, dear students of class 9. Very pleasant good morning to you all. I hope all of you are keeping fine and doing well. Dear students, please pay attention to the board here. Today we will be learning English 2, that is Merchant of Venice drama written by Shakespeare. And today we will be focusing our attention on act number 2, scene 2. And of course, the test, we will be learning the test from 125 to 160 that you will find in your textbook, page number 52 to 54. These are the tests that we are going to learn in this class. This particular scene is taking place in a street in Venice, or in other terms we can say the location of this particular scene is in a street in Venice, and the characters present here are, I have already given, Bassanio, Lancelot and Gobbo, the father of Lancelot. These are the three characters present in this particular part of the class. Let me remind you about the previous class. Hopefully you have done your homework and understood the test. Let me remind you that in our previous class, when Gobbo asked his son Lancelot, how you get along with your master, that is Shylock, then he told, he is a very cruel man, he is a very bad man, and as I have already decided to run away from his service, I will not stop until I have crossed some distance. Then Gobbo told that he has brought some gift to present to Shylock. Then he told, instead of giving this present to Shylock, give him a halter. A halter means a hanging rope. And he also requested his father to give this present to Bassanio, who gives strange or different types of liveries, uniform to people. Thus, he told, if he is not able to serve our Bassanio, then he will go on running till the end of the world or till God has his land. Yes, that is the place where we have stopped. And as they were talking, there came our Bassanio. Hope the things are clear for you now. All right. So let me remind you the test from where we are going to start. That is from test number 121. That will you find on page number 52 at the very bottom, where Bassanio, Leonardo, the servant of Bassanio, they enter. Okay, let us begin the class. Enter Bassanio with Leonardo and other followers. Bassanio, you may do so, but let it be so hasted that supper be ready at the farthest by 5 of the clock. See these letters delivered, put the liveries to making, and desire Gratiano to come anon to my lodging. Yes, dear students. Now, Bassanio is giving some kind of order to his servant, that is Leonardo. First he asks, you may do so. We do not know what exactly Bassanio has asked. Okay, you can do that. You may do so. You can do that. But let it be so hasted, speeded up. Hasted means speeded up. Okay, let it be speeded up and the supper be ready. Supper means the night food. Supper be ready by be ready at the farthest, maximum by 5 of the clock, by 5 o'clock in the evening. So in Western countries, Western culture, they have a habit of taking their night food from 6 o'clock in the evening. Don't think that immediately after the night food, they are 6 o'clock taking the food, they are going to sleep. No. After the food at 6 o'clock, that is supper, evening food at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, they relax, they watch some game, watch some shows in the TV, and around 10:30, 11 o'clock, they go to bed. That is the normal custom of Western people, especially Europeans and Americans. Now, again, our Bassanio is giving the instruction to his servant, Leonardo, say, see, these letters are delivered. You make sure that these letters are handed over to the persons. Put the liveries to making and put the liveries, arranged for the uniforms to be made. Make arrangements for the uniforms that are to be made. The other class I told you the meaning of liveries. Liveries means uniform, special dress code that is for different professionals, we can say. And desire Gratiano to come anon to my lodging. And desire, ask Gratiano to come at once to my house. Lodging means my house. Yes, dear students, in this passage, our Bassanio is asking our Leonardo, his servant, to perform some task, telling that you can do that, but the supper should be ready for the rest by 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Then, okay, you have to hand over this letter, then again make the arrangements for making the liveries, uniforms, and ask Gratiano to come anon to my lodging. Come anon means come quickly to my lodging. So exit a servant. So the servant goes. Lancelot, to him, father. See, there our Lancelot and Gobbo, they were waiting to talk to whom? Talk to Bassanio. Yes. Now, as Bassanio's conversation with Leonardo was completed, Lancelot forced his father, father, unse baat karo. Yes, to him, father, Gobbo. God bless your worship. God bless your worship means respectable form of addressing sir. Sir, God bless you. That is the meaning. See, God bless your worship. God bless you, sir. That is the meaning. Bassanio. Gramercy. Wouldst thou ought with me? Wouldst me. Thanks. Gramercy means thank you. See, look at the meaning. An exclamation denoting thanks from the French grand merci. Gramercy. Gramercy means thank you. And other word also, there are so many words that can be used for expressing thank you instead of the word thank you. What are the words that you can use? See, thanks, mercy, again, so. All these meanings same. Understand? Thus, next time when you have to express your thank you to someone, you can use these words. I sincerely so, or I sincerely gramercy. Thank you. So these are the words that you may have to remember for your daily use. So gramercy, wouldst thou ought with me? Would you like to have anything from me? Oh, Bassanio is asking. Thank you for sending God's blessings, and would you like to have anything from me? Wouldst thou ought with me? Ought with me anything? Would you like to have anything from me? Gobbo, here is my son, sir, a poor boy. Gobbo is talking to Bassanio. So here is my son, a poor boy. He is my son, a very poor boy. Lancelot, not a poor boy. No, I am not a poor boy, sir, but the rich Jewish man. I am the rich Jewish man. Rich Jewish man is referred to Shylock. So when Gobo told, you are going to see a lot of comedy and fun here. That is, when Gobo told, yes, he's a poor boy, then Lancelot did not like that. No, I am not a poor boy, but I am a worker or servant of rich Jews man. I am the rich Jews man. That would, sir, as my father shall specify. In the conversation coming ahead, both father and son, they make incomplete sentences, incomplete dialogues. Half of the dialogue is spoken by Gobbo, then the rest half is spoken by Lancelot. When our Lancelot speaks half of the conversation, the rest of the half is spoken by his father Gobbo. That is the funniest way we are going to see the coming dialogues. So Lancelot is saying 130, test 130, not a poor boy, sir. No, I am not a poor boy, sir, but the rich Jewish man, that would serve. I am rich Jewish man refers to the, I am a servant or a worker of a rich person. That would serve, as my father shall specify. Specify, see, testify. That specify. Look at reference number 131. He desires, sir, as my father will explain. Yes, as my father is going to say. See, specify, testify that this begins a sequence of misusing words. Now here onwards we are going to find our Lancelot is using so many wrong words in the right place and some right words in the wrong place. Let us see. Sir, as my father shall specify, mention. Here that is meaning, as my father is going to explain. Gobbo. He had a great infection, sir, as one would say, to serve. What is the meaning of infection? Infection means something, a problem that is caused to the body and you feel sick. Infection. But Gobbo uses a wrong word here, infection. But it is not infection, desire. Desire is the word that Gobbo wanted to use. But instead of that, our Gobbo is using, see, my son has got great infection to serve you. What? See, my son has got great infection. Infection होने पर कुछ काम कर पाएगा किसी के साथ नहीं, है ना? So infection. So instead of infection, the actual word is desire. He had a great infection. Actually, Gobbo wanted to say, my son has a great desire to serve you. So instead of that, our Gobbo is telling that he had a great infection, sir, as one would say, to serve. As one would say, to serve. He has a great desire to serve you. Serve Bassanio. Thus, the word is not infection but desire. But poor Gobbo, illiterate Gobbo, uses the word infection. So that is one comedy we find. Now Lancelot carries the dialogue. Indeed, the short and the long is, in short and long, what I want is, I serve the Jew and have a desire as my father shall specify. He says, indeed, in reality, the short and long, in short and long, what I want to say is that I serve the Jew. Who is the Jew here? I serve the Jew, referring to Shylock, and have a desire, as my father is going to say. See, in reality, in short and long, संक्षिप्त रूप में या विस्तार रूप में I have a desire. That is, I am desire, the long is, I serve the Jew and I have a desire. Right now, I am a servant of a rich person, rich Jew, that is Shylock, and I have a desire, and about that desire, my father will specify. My father will say, Gobbo. His master and he, his master, that is Lancelot master and Lancelot, that is Shylock and Lancelot, saving your worship's reverence as scare-cater cousins. They are scare-cater cousins. Let us understand this one. Reference number 137, please look in your textbook. Saving reverence. With apology to you, sir, with respect to you, sir, for the dialect expression that he is going to use. Cater cousins, fellow bread eaters, good friends. They are fellow bread eaters. Scare, cater cousins, hardly close friends. They eat their bread together, but at the same time, they are hardly close friends. They are not at all friends. See, if your friend is not talking to you or like to meet you and so on, will you just spend time with him or her? No, you will not. Same way, here look at our Gobo is saying that his master and he, saving your worship with reverence. I would like to tell you that his master, that is Shylock, and he, they are scare-cater cousins. Scare-cater cousins, they are hardly friends. They are not at all friends. With worship to you, Gobo's dialogue, let me explain to you, dear students. Our Gobo is saying to Bassanio that his master, that is Shylock and Lancelot, they are scare-cater cousins, which means they are hardly friends. They are not friends. See, with reference, with respect to you, sir, I would like to say that his master Shylock and he, they are not good friends. They are bad friends, enemies. Lancelot. To be brief, in short, to be brief, the very truth is that the Jew, having done me wrong, doth cause me, as my father being, I hope, an old man, shall fructify unto you. Fructify again, wrong word is used here. Yes. To be brief, that means in short, what my master has done, he has done me wrong. Shylock has done me wrong. Doth cause me, as my father being, does cause me, yes. As my father would say, the Jew having done me wrong, doth cause me, as my father being, I hope, an old man, shall fructify unto you. Look at reference number 142 in page number 53. Fructify, bear fruit. Word used wrongly to mean notify. So here, actual word should be fructify. Yes. To be short, our Lancelot is talking to Bassanio that to be short, in short, what I want to say is that my master has done me wrong. Yes, wrong. That caused me, yes, he caused me some wrong thing. He did something wrong to me, and as my father being, I hope, an old man will fructify you. Fructify means to produce fruit. But instead of that fruit, the word right word is notify. Yes, notify me. Notify, about which my father will say to you. Gobo. I have here a dish of doves that I would bestow upon your worship, and my suit is. See, dish of doves. See, I have some present here. I would like to give you, and my suit, my request is, sir, I have brought some present for you, and the purpose of giving this present is, he is not told that one. So that will be told by our Lancelot. Let us understand. I have here a dish of doves. Dish of doves, present of doves for eating. Yes, the meat of doves for eating. And the suit. Suit means request. The gift seems to be a kind of bribe to persuade Bassanio to grant his request. I would like to give this present to you, and my humble request is about that. Who is going to speak? Yes, our Lancelot is going to speak. Lancelot, in very brief, the suit is impertinent to myself. Impertinent, see, look at the meaning. Impertinent means pertinent, relevant. Impertinent, pertinent means relevant. Impertinent means unimportant. Our Lancelot is speaking that the request or the suit is unimportant to me. It is not important to me. But actually he wanted to say pertinent to me. The request is very much pertinent, relevant to me. But when he spoke, he started saying the request is unimportant to me. It is not at all important to me. But in reality, the request is very important for our Lancelot to get a new job under Bassanio. Yes, dear students. In very brief, the suit is impertinent to myself, as your worship shall know by this honest old man. And though I say it, though old man, yet poor man, my father. Yes, look at reference number 46, 47. Though I father, although it is I, his son, who says it, he is my father, though old and poor. See, although I am saying this, he is my father, honest man, poor man, yes, helpless man, he is my father. In very brief, the suit is impertinent to myself, as your worship shall know this honest old man. This honest old man referring to Gobbo. And though I say it, though old man, though he is old, yet poor man, my father. Though he is honest, though he is old, he is very poor man. Did you understand the test? Let me once again explain test number 145. In the very dialogue, our Lancelot says that the suit means request. This request is impertinent to me. It is not important to me. Then he says that as you shall know by this honest old man, as you shall know by all this man, that is our Gobbo. And though I say, though old man, though he is old, yet he is very poor. So a little bit confusing, nothing to worry. Read 2-3 times, then you will understand. Or when you just write this to me, I will get back to you. Bassanio, one speak for both. What would you? Now Bassanio was really getting nervous or getting confused by the half dialogue of our Gobbo and Lancelot. Then finally he told, one speak for both. One of you may speak for both. Okay, one of you may speak. What would you like to have from me? What would you like to have from me? One speak for both. One of you speak. One of you may speak. What would you? What is that you want? What is your request? Lancelot, serve you, sir. Serve you, sir. Sir, I would like to get a job. I would like to serve you, sir. Gobbo. That is the very defect of the matter, sir. That is the very defect. Again, defect is the wrong word used here instead of effect. In conclusion, in summary, what we want to request you is to give a job, get a job, or we would like to serve you, sir. Yes, that is the very defect. Defect means fault, something wrong. Gobbo in fact says, yes, that is the fault of what we want to say. Instead of defect, effect. Yes, sir. In summary, what we want to say, that is the conclusion, effect of our conversation. Bassanio, I know thee well, I know you. Thee means Old English. I know thee well. Thou hast obtained thy suit. You have already received your suit, request. I know thee, I know you well, and you have already received your suit. Shylock, thy master spoke with me this day. Yes, Shylock, thy master, your master spoke to me this day, and hath preferred thee. And has preferred thee means, and has suggested, that is preferred, recommended. Yes, preferment. Recommended, that is preferred thee. Yes, he has preferred you to me. That means yes. If it is preferment to leave a promotion, if it is preferment to leave a rich Jew service to become the follower of so poor a gentleman. But he is saying that if it is for promotion, is it good for you to leave the service of a rich man and take the job under a poor man? He is asking. We all know that Bassanio was financially very poor. He used to borrow money from different sources, different people. But Lancelot and Gobbo, they think that Bassanio is very rich, and he is indeed gives strange liveries to different people, strange uniform to different people. Thus he had thought Bassanio as a rich person who could give good job. Then he asked, is it a good thing to leave the service of a rich man and take up the job under a poor man? He is referring, Shylock is the richest man and Bassanio poor man. Is it good? Is it for promotion that you leave the service of a rich man and take the job under a poor man? Hope the test is clear for you. It is preferment. Preferment, look at reference number 154, that is promotion. To leave a rich Jew service to become the follower of so poor a gentleman. Lancelot. The old proverb is very well parted between my master Shylock and you, sir. Old proverb is parted, shared between you and my master. Yes. Let us understand what is that. You have the grace of God, sir, and he hath enough. You have the blessings of God, and he has enough. He hath enough. Our Lancelot is saying that, Bassanio, you have the blessings of God, grace of God, and Shylock has enough wealth, enough rich. He is enough rich enough. Yes, he has plenty of wealth, but no grace of God. But Bassanio has no wealth, but grace of God is there. Yes, dear students. So which is important in our life? God's blessings, God's grace. That is very important for all of us than any type of wealth. If God's blessing is there with us, definitely rest of the things will come to our life. Maybe a little later it will come. It will be in our side. So our Lancelot is taking the beautiful this one. Look at reference number 159, right side of your test. Enough money, possession. The old proverb is, the grace of God is gear, possessions enough, which means that the man with the grace of God has all he needs for his salvation. Bassanio, being a Christian, has the grace of God, while Shylock, as a rich man, has enough earthly possessions. So Shylock doesn't have the grace of God, whereas Bassanio has the grace of God. Shylock doesn't have Bassanio doesn't have any wealth. Shylock has more than enough wealth. Now Bassanio's dialogue, last part of the class. Bassanio, thou speakest it well. Okay, you speak very well. बहुत अच्छा बोला है. Yes, you have spoken very well. Go father with thy son. Go father. So our Bassanio is telling to Gobbo, go and say goodbye to your old master Shylock and come back. Go, father, with thy son, take leave of thy old mother. Go and say final goodbye to your old master Shiloh and inquire my lodging out and find out my house. To his followers, give him a livery more guarded than his fellows. See it done. Then, after requesting Gobbo and Lancelot to go and say goodbye to the old master, Bassanio says that you find my building, my house. Then he gives orders to his servants, other followers, telling that give him a livery, new livery with different embroidery or makeup work, the different ones than from his fellows. Look at reference number 161-2. Inquire out, find out the way to my house. Then guarded, that is braided. Lancelot is to have a uniform with more ornamental strips on it than the other servants. This might indicate that he is to be Bassanio's justler. Yes, Lancelot is going to get a new livery with more decorations on it, probably indicating that Lancelot is going to be the justler of Bassanio. Yes, dear students, I wind up the class here, and see, this is what we have learned. Thus, let me remind you what we have learned in this class. In this class, we have learned that the test, Act 2, Scene 2, test from 121 to 160, pages 50 to 54. And the characters present in this scene are right here are Bassanio, Lancelot and Gobbo. Here, both Gobbo and Lancelot, that is father and son, in a humorous way have made their request to Bassanio for getting a new job, and finally Bassanio agrees to give the new job to Lancelot. So he asks, go and say goodbye to your old master, then inquire about my house, find the way to my house. Then he orders his servants to give a strange or different type of livery to Lancelot, probably indicating the type of job our Lancelot is going to do under Bassanio. Hope you have understood the class. Any clarifications or doubt, please get back to me with your notifications. Please write down your homework is write down the summary of this particular class in 5 to 6 sentences. That is of your own. Don't copy the sentence from the test. No, you have to read the test, listen the video repeatedly, then write the summary of what you have understood. Alright. So here I wind up my class for the day, and I am signing out from this class to meet you fresh again in our next class. Until then, goodbye.